wonderful campus and a wonderful experience so far. I'm looking forward to the visit. This is a dynamic talk in that I've got a full talk prepared that I think is too advanced for this class, and so what I'm planning to do is use parts of it, but I'm also going to stop in the middle and give a bit of a tutorial because I recognize that there's some subjects that you haven't covered yet that are sort of necessary in order to understand the rest of the talk. So I'm going to give the talk, but I'm going to stop in the middle and give a tutorial and then continue, and I don't know how long the tutorial will take, so I don't know how much to add, so I expect not to get to the end of my talk or have to skip over parts of it very quickly, which is probably fine. If any of you are interested, we can talk afterwards, or I'll be happy to share my slides. So I also would like this to be an interactive talk. This is a class after all, or a couple of classes, I believe, and please feel free to ask questions, particularly if I'm saying something or talking about using terms or concepts that you are not familiar with, because my goal here is to communicate, not to impress you. So please ask, particularly if there's something that is not clear. Okay, so actually, I wanted to say one more thing. I'm going to be speaking about a product that was developed at Intel, and it has recently appeared in Intel products, and therefore I have a disclaimer that I don't speak for Intel. Actually, let me back up for a second, because I really wanted to say a little bit about my own history first. I got married in 1973 and decided to move to the Bay Area, thinking that was where all the jobs were, which is the case for computer engineers in 1973. And my wife quickly convinced me that she didn't want to spend the rest of her life in Silicon Valley. And so I started thinking about doing something else, and I enrolled in a PhD program at Berkeley and continued to work for a company all the time while I was doing graduate work, which meant it took a long time to finish there. But those were some pretty interesting years. And I just wanted to say a little bit about the job I had there, because I was working for this little company that was a startup that was building memory chips primarily. They had a chip called the 1103, which was a gigantic memory chip. It had 1,024 bits of memory in a DRAM. And the division that I was in was building large-sized memories. And by that I mean several megabytes of memory. And we put them together and sold them to the largest company in the world, the largest computer company in the world, namely IBM, who had something like 90% of the market, and we were dramatically underselling them in add-on memories for their machines. We would sell a megabyte of memory for $300,000. So that was cheap in those days. Big machines. IBM actually didn't use the term megabytes in those days. They insisted we should talk about thousands of kilobytes. We were barely into the megabyte range. Today, of course, we have several factors of that. Gigabytes are commonplace in my computer, which is not good enough for my computation today, because the connector has 4 gigabytes of memory, which is, I think, more than the state of California had before arrived here. So things have changed pretty dramatically over a long time. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that the little company that I was working for was building these add-on memories. My mother-in-law, at least 3 years in a row, I visited her, and she said, "What's the name of that company you work for?" And I'd say, "Intel." She said, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember." At the time, nobody knew of Intel, because after all they did was build microprocessors. They didn't use microprocessors. The world has changed. Okay, so